It's a much quieter Wednesday than it was last week.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And today is something different with Sherry. This is Sherry, and I'm Joni. And so if you are on Facebook and you're with us for the very first time and you'd like to watch our class and shop with us, what you'll need to do is register. So you'll go up to the comment bar and type in register, and that will take you to another page. And you'll put in your first name, last name, create a password, put your email, and you can come back and watch us, and you can finish the rest later, and then you'll be able to shop with us. Also, if you were on our app, you're all set and ready to go. So the app is really the easiest way to watch our videos, like all the previous ones too. On Facebook, you kind of have to scroll through all the different things on Facebook to find our classes. But on the app, you can we have a list of all of our classes for up to a year. And you can type in something that you'd like to know, and the class will, the product will come up, and the little video will come up. So you'll go to the App Store and type in Gloria Horn Sewing Studio. And I think PJ's got something up here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can they see that?
No.
Okay, just me.
You.
Okay, so you'll search Gloria Horn Sewing Studio in the Apple or the Google Play Store. And then you'll download the free app, and it's you'll get a little yellow and green sewing machine on your phone or iPad, and then you'll be all ready, and you'll get notifications when we come on, and you'll also get notifications when we come on Facebook also. So and then you are also on YouTube and TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Kicked, which I don't even know. That's new. I don't know what that one is. But and there are more social media on the Facebook group. Okay, so if on Facebook, everyone should join the it's called Gloria Horn Sewing Studio Comment Sold, right? Or is it say
no,
group?
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Okay.
If you're on there, I think it's going to be shut down soon.
Okay, so we want the one that says group, right?
Group.
Okay, not the one that says comment sold. That's going to be shut down. So, and we love to see the things that you made that you can post them. And it doesn't have to be one of our projects. You can show all of your projects on there. We'd really like to see them. It gives us good ideas, and it gives everybody else ideas. And
we like show and tell.
We like show and tell, yes. Okay, and then at the end of the show, we'll have products to sell, and the shipping is $8. It's free with a $75 purchase. And if we will combine orders up to 24 hours. Mm-hmm. So if you shop this afternoon with us, and today we'll combine the order, and you can get free shipping. Okay.
So Shirley just said, what is being shut down? The Gloria Horn Sewing Studio comment sold page of Facebook.
So you want to join the Gloria Horn Sewing Studio group.
Yes, and I believe there's Darlene put a message out there that group would be shut down. So if you're on that comment sold group, there's likely a message that pops up and
to tell you to change it.
Yeah. So come over to Gloria Horn group, Gloria Horn Sewing Studio group on Facebook, where there's 15.8 thousand people.
Yeah.
Is that really that? It keeps growing. That's a lot. Mm-hmm.
It's exciting too.
Okay. All right. So let's see who's all here. We have
North Dakota,
Michigan,
New York.
Western New York. My dad was from Western New York. He was from Dunkirk, New York. So near Jamestown, near Buffalo.
Can I squeeze you guys over?
Yeah, okay.
We're going the right way.
Yeah. And so what are you going to do today?
We're the shorts. And I apologize that we weren't here last week. It turned out to be July 3rd was very busy, and
Yes.
we were short-staffed, and lots of people were shop hopping because the Mid-Atlantic shop hop started last Monday, the 1st, and so we're participating. So we had people that were visiting Pittsburgh for the 4th of July holiday, and it's really been fun because we have people that are on, that I've seen on the shows, came in and introduced themselves, and it's always fun, and they go, oh, I know you. We have lots of friends that we haven't met yet.
Yeah, there's a couple of ladies in today, and they were from West Virginia, and her friend was from the other side of Pennsylvania. Yeah, so this says Dunkirk has a nice pier and fun activities in the summer. Yeah, I miss going. There was at that pier was a hotel, and I think at one time it was a Sheraton, or I think it's been at several things, but we always stayed in that hotel after, everybody.
Nice.
We did stay with relatives at one time, but then the relatives left or passed away. Yeah. Yeah. So fun place to go, though.
Okay. So we are going to finish the Roberts, which this is the pattern that we've been doing. And the Robert is sized 6 months to 6. It is elastic waist in the back and flat in the front with little side pockets. So it's very cute. Little pockets with a little fancy inside, which we've gotten that far. So I was looking to find the elastic feeding tools that there are. I found one that didn't really work too well with wider elastic. The elastic that's in your kit is 3/4 inch, and it's knit and it's braided, which is very nice, so that it's pretty sturdy. But knit elastic is a little bit softer than the other. So where we are, we have stitched the waistband. We did the inside. We top stitched the front so that we can then, or the back, so that we can run the elastic through it. So I do the old-fashioned with the elastic. The nice thing is that we're stitching from side to side. We don't go all the way around. So once you get it in the side, I always pin it to make sure I have it. And the instructions tell you, here they are, on the back page, as we've done it all to there. It tells you how much elastic you need. So this is a size 5, so it's 10.5 inches. And as I said, in this pattern, in this kit, there are 3 different fabrics. So there's enough elastic in that to make 3 pairs of shorts because you don't really use that big of a piece. So I pin one end, and it gets tricky sometimes when you're going over the seam. If you pinch it, it'll open that so that you don't have the 2 seams on top of each other and let you go through the middle. And you're going to pull it through and just kind of push and pull. And when we get close to the end, then I put the other pin in it. You can use a straight pin, but I find that it's a lot safer to use a safety pin when holding it down, because there's nothing worse than, especially if you're going all the way around, having something happen to your pin or your elastic pulls through, and yeah. So this is nice and easy. All right, so there's my end. And I'm going to pin it this way so that I can stitch it down. All right, then we get to the other side. And again, when you get to the seam, this one you can put your finger through to make sure you can grab the pin. And then when the elastic comes through, and I still don't take the pin out, I bring it so that it sticks out a little bit above, then I take the pin out. maybe. Okay. And then I put a straight pin in it. Actually put 2 because, again, I don't want my elastic to
Pop out again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So then I'm going to go to the sewing machine, and what I do is I stitch it on the seam.
So you do like a
So I
stitch
do
in the
like,
ditch.
yeah, on the seam. And I do this side first, and then I go back, and then I do the other side so that your elastic will then be attached. All right.
Okay.
We're going over to.
We're going over to, yeah, the Solaris is what's in
Solaris
here
is first.
today. There are a couple, like I said, there are a couple of things you can't do on the Serger, and this being one of them. So I have it set. I like this one. I'm
Okay,
going to
let's see
do.
how we have it set.
Got it. I have it set on stitch 4. I'm going to do the automatic cut. This is already up, right? Yep. Okay. They're all highlighted. And I have the J foot on, which I like the J foot because you can see through it. And I got my foot control. Okay, I bring the needle down to make sure that it's going to be on that seam. And I'm going to just stitch. And I make sure that I don't run over the pin, but I don't want to take it out too soon either.
Let's see what we have.
All right, and then you sew it to the stitching line. All right. And it's secure. Then we do the other side, and I always make sure I grab it first to know if it's there. Yes, it is. And we're going to stitch and stitch. All right. So take that pin out and we do the same thing. Put the needle down, and you put your foot down. So it's going to reinforce it. Oh, doesn't like that. I think the elastic is really thick in there. It's a lot of seam. Okay, we lock that one. Okay, so we have both thighs, and you just spread your elastic out. And that's
Cute.
the back of the shorts.
Cute.
Now,
Yeah.
the front of the shorts, because we've already finished the inside. So what we're going to do from the right side, and I think we will use, I think this one will work. Yep. All right, this is that's the edge stitching foot, correct?
Yes.
I think so.
Wait a minute. Let's. That one. Yes. Okay. Mhm.
We have lots of options of feet. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to run. Nope, did not catch my scarf in there. All right, so the edge of this will run along. That's tight. Will run along this stitch, but I don't really want it to be stitch in the ditch. I'd like it to be a little bit further over. So we're going to shift it the other way. Just a little bit, so that this one I did at 5, so that it's going to top stitch it sort of like this did. I think that'll look better. Let me see where it hits. Yep, that works.
Does this
So
foot come with the machine?
No.
No.
No. So it's a separate foot.
You call it an edge running foot?
Edge stitch.
The edge stitch.
I mean, stitch in the ditch. Is that,
There you go.
or is that
I
the edge?
Mm,
You have the package, yeah.
I don't. It was
Yeah,
on
okay,
the
it could
machine.
it could be okay if that
It
was
could
on
be
the
the stitch in the ditch, because if you have it set just to the regular, if you don't shift it, it stitches right on the, that's probably what it is. It's stitching the ditch. But look, you can use it for edging too.
Yes, you can.
So this foot you showed yesterday, I think.
Yes, we did. Yeah. So we were saying you could quilt. You could do, quilt by doing stitch in the ditch, and but you can also use it in garments. So you can use it lots of places.
It's nice when you have a foot you can do a couple things with.
Yeah.
Edge joining foot, is that the right name?
It
Looks like it.
It looks like, it does look like the edge joining foot. So the edge.
Here, let me clear this.
So you can also do stitch in the ditch with it.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. It would hit. I'll show you the
Let's
needle.
see. I think your left
So-
hand is just a little
Oops,
bit in
I'm
the way.
sorry.
No
Okay.
problem.
So it looks like when I put the needle down, I cleared it so everything is set just as the stitch would be programmed. So this is the number 4, and it goes into the ditch.
Okay, so you're back with the needle in the center.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
That's a good trick too.
I thought I cut that. Okay, I didn't.
Here's some
There's-
snips right here.
All right. So now we're going to go to the serger.
Okay.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me snip on my little. Okay. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, now we have multiple lessons.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. So you're going to set it
So-
up for the cover stitch
so right,
first.
I'm going to set it up for the cover stitch. And the cover stitch comes with a table that is different than this. And this little piece is going to pull out.
Yeah.
And we're going to attach the table. And this is, it's been on like a year.
Yeah,
I think.
it came out last year at Baby Lock Tech, and
Right.
it's amazing. The table that comes with the machine doesn't have that slot
slot.
right here, and so this allows you. And do you see how it comes up
Show you.
over the upper looper? So this table allows you to use it both when you're serging. You're doing
cover
regular
stitch.
serging and the cover stitch, and it allows you to cut. On the other table, you only
Cover
use
stitch.
that during the cover stitch or the chain stitch,
Because it blocks your knife. And
you have to
and
drop your
loopers.
your upper looper down for that one. So, but we'll still drop the upper looper to do the cover stitch. And then also it allows you to use all of the attachments in the serging side and the cover stitch side. So we're going to use the fabric guide today when we do the cover stitch, but you can also use the fabric guide when you're doing regular serging. Or like,
Which is really nice.
yes, yeah. So you can use it, get more use out of it.
All right, so I should have let it go that way, huh? Okay, wait, let's get rid of the thread. So we are going to get rid of our thread. Okay, so we're going to get rid of our thread. Now we're going to set our machine to threading. And when you do that, then you turn it until the channels lock. On the quick reference guide, which is what everybody needs, we're going to do the cover stitch wide. So we need the needles. We have the 3 C's and we have 2 O's. So we have overcasting and we have chain. So we're going to do the first and the third. So what we want to do is we want to put in that you use the red, I don't know what kind of,
There,
what do they
I
call
call it an Allen wrench. Is that an Allen wrench?
Yeah.
Okay.
very, very, very fine.
Yeah, very, yeah.
All right, so we're going to take that out and we
Let's
move
see if
it.
you have a needle insertion tool. Here's one.
Oh, do I?
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So there's your, that came with your machine, and it's just helpful to, when you're placing your needles in.
So they don't fall down in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now, oh, it's going into 2. Come on, get in the right place here. All right, so you can see it. It pops up to the top when you know that the needle is in the right position. All right, then we're going to do this one. We take both of them out. And I think there's also, yeah, you can also do a cover stitch. They do it with 1.
You can do the cover stitch wide. You can do the cover stitch with 3 needles, and then you can also do the cover stitch narrow. And but you're going to do the wide.
Yeah, I thought the wide would be cute on these.
Mm-hmm. And then you can also do a chain stitch. That would be with a single needle. And the chain stitch looks like a regular straight stitch on top. And then underneath you see that chain looper stitch that looks like it
Okay, then
You
this
know,
one
like,
goes in the
looks like a chain
first
stitch. You know how
one.
they have them on burlap bags, that
Mhm.
chain stitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think my fingers do better the other way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't think I have it really loose. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that.
And the needles,
loose
they need to go up all the way, and they did a really nice job. They changed that with this. I guess it was the ovation. You can see where the needles, the top of the needles are, so you always know that,
That
you're
it's up far enough.
Mm-hmm. And the needle screws won't come out.
Okay. So also on here, so that's the needles. There went our fabric. Okay, so the stitch length, we want, let's see. Well, let's do that after we get these on. That would probably be the easier things. Just
Bottom
wide.
left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, width, stitch selector, wave selector. So we want it to be,
On
cover.
Yeah,
We want that on chain. And then we want the lock button is here for your knife. You can see the knife comes down.
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
you'll
And
need
then we
to drop
put-
your upper looper.
Okay,
Yeah,
we do
Yeah, so that would be that one.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we have to put the chain here. The chain
So you get,
here, right?
yeah, so that would be,
Okay.
you're going to do 1 and 3. Yes.
Yep, 1 and 3.
So this one would go over here.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we do
The chain
the
looper.
chain looper here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then 1. And they get threaded different. So these are going to come over here, and this one comes through.
Yeah,
and
you
I have
might
to
wanna-
remember.
Yeah, come over
Come to
here,
this
PJ.
side?
Yeah, because this one you
Sure.
need to get a really good picture of.
Okay.
Because it
Yeah.
goes front to back.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, you drop that through that metal piece, and then what I do is I let it hang down straight down.
Okay. All right, and then we
go
bring it
underneath
under,
there,
and then
and
around.
then around the tension disc.
And then you bring that down. And then with your ports, you have the upper, the lower, these are the loopers, and then you have your chain looper. Or chain, it's not really a looper, I guess. And it goes in, and this one, make sure I have it in enough. Okay, this one you think, oh, where is that thread?
Yeah, that's how you say. Well, where did it go?
This one,
Mhm.
if you open this side,
Coming around again.
it's
Okay.
right here.
Mhm.
It's like a little puddle. in here.
Look at that.
So that brings it over to where your needles are going to be. Okay. And then let's take that one out. You do. So it's 1, 2. Am I in the right?
So you're in the center slot there?
So you should be in the
Or should
The
I be
far
in this
right.
one?
Far right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this must that's not a tension.
yeah,
Okay, and I think you snap it in the back.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah,
okay,
I
so
went
got
to
it
a-
snapped in the back.
Yeah, I went to a baby lock convention once, and they taught us to put the thread in the tension disc first, and then put it underneath, and you just pull it to the right, and you hear the pop. It's a little hard.
Oh.
It's a little. It's
It's hard to see from sitting down, right?
right. Yes, but you just kind of go put it in there, and then pull to the right, and you hear this pop, and it goes. There you
Oh, yeah.
go. Yeah,
There we
there
go.
you go. Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to get up. Okay. The other thing we have, this is it
It will help you thread.
has a really fancy name.
Yeah. It calls
It's the Revolution in Air Needle Threading Guide.
Yeah, now that came with your machine, and a lot of people don't know what it is, but it will help you thread your machine with the air threading.
Okay, so we bring down our thread,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is 1.
You know,
And
go through the take-up lever.
oh, thank you.
Yeah. So go through the take-up lever, and then you'll bring it down. There's the thread guide right above the needle, and there we go.
Okay, so this one.
So
I think
it's-
this is 1.
And
Well-
you just have to make sure that you're threading your chain cover. So you make sure that little switch is on that. And she's just going to lay it right in that, right
There's
there.
a little groove.
Yeah, and you just have to lay it there and then hit the button. And it
So we
kind
know
of
it
pulls it in.
went. And then we're going to do the same thing.
So if you get used to it, and you can thread your needles without it, but it is a nice tool when you first get started
Oop.
doing that.
I don't think I had enough thread on that one.
She's using the cover stitch, so she's threading for the cover stitch,
No, I know it's
and
right.
but it's called the chain looper. That
Okay.
we're using the chain looper, but she's threading for the cover stitch.
Right. Okay, it went through. Yay!
Mhm.
Woohoo!
Just like that.
The
It's
beauty
threaded.
of
Yeah.
threading.
Mhm.
Yes. It's sad when people say, "Oh, I hate to thread my machine," when there's such a good option.
Robert pattern is sold separately, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have that done. So let's
Okay.
make sure. So we're going to go back to serging.
Mhm.
Close, close, and then we do
I usually put my stitch
Length.
length on 3. Yeah. So your
Okay.
stitch length dial is underneath.
and I can't see it.
Yeah. Sometimes
so-
it's. There you go.
So that's 3.
I'm gonna have a hard time seeing that as well, so I might come over to the
Yeah.
other side.
Okay.
Now that's your width. So do the lower one.
Oh,
Yeah, I always tell people lower dial stitch length.
that's what I thought I was doing.
It doesn't matter what the width is on because we're
Because they're
not
not going
cutting.
to use it. Okay. So the length is 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, now our next lesson is the fabric guide.
Yeah, the fabric guide. Yeah, the cover stitch is it does exactly what it says.
Come back
It covers up everything. So the fabric guide is a really nice tool to help you because you kind of sew upside down.
I'm going to let you sit and do
Okay.
that because you,
Okay.
Joni knows this. I'm taking one of these home with me today. I said,
Oh, are
"Oh,
you?
this is
Yeah.
a new tool."
Yeah. So here we have our our needles. So we're going to line up our needles like kind of with the 0 on the fabric guide. And so and I like to do it like maybe a little bit like sort of in the center, but maybe a little bit off to the left, not really in the center. And then you're going to take these screws that came with your machine, and this will hold that in place.
So do we want it in the middle?
Yeah.
Since it stitches in the middle?
Yeah. We want it. We want the cover stitch to encase that the raw edge of the hem. So we're going to line up the 0, and right here on the foot. Now this is a cover stitch only foot. So this is an extra foot. When the foot that comes with the machine, you can do a cover stitch or regular serging. That's that one. So you can see over here, there's nothing there. So it's kind of nice because it is a little bit narrower and you can see a little bit better. So I'm just going to kind of line it up with the center of that stitch like that, and then we'll put those screws in.
The other thing that this foot does, the cover stitch foot, is you can run ribbon through that, and then it'll stitch the ribbon right onto it. And the Triumph does have an extension table, so you have a little more.
Okay. So I want to sew, so the underneath of the stitch, we should probably just run it off and see, make sure we like the way it looks. So let's grab a piece of fabric from, sometimes I even look in the garbage for a scrap of fabric.
Let's see what we've got.
Yeah. Let's just see.
A lot of paper.
Here's a piece.
A lot of embroidery done yesterday. Lots of tear away.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say we'll just lay that there, and we'll just make sure we like the way it looks. And usually, see, it will create a chain stitch when you're done. So what I do, and sometimes you don't know what to do with these threads, so I just hold them forward. And then when I start to sew, there we go. Okay, so this is on normal. Let's make sure that's, okay, so let's see, something's not quite right. So we have this one. Let's see, okay, right here. Okay, these did not go up into the tension. Out into the, yeah, like that. Okay.
I am sorry.
Okay, so this one will go like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now we should look.
Yeah, now let's try this. I'm glad we tried it out.
Oh, it sounds better.
Yeah, so we'll see how that's.
Want me to snip?
Hope says rethreading is her worst nightmare.
3-thread. No, it's really an easy. It's
With
easy.
the Baby Lock Serger, like the Triumph, it's pretty easy.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, that looks better. Sounds way better.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, so and that's what it looks like on the underneath side. And then on the upper is 2 rows of straight stitching. Okay, so I always say if you
Can I get a good look at that?
Let's cut these threads and there you go. You can take it and get it go.
That's good right there. Yeah.
Light.
Yeah.
So you can see where the tension wasn't in.
Yeah, it was kind of, it wasn't feeding, so they kind of got caught. So you always know.
So that's the right.
If it doesn't work, there's a problem with the threading because the machine always works. Okay, so
User error.
So that's our chain stitch. Let's just make sure we got these threads. Okay, so now my upper threads are underneath the foot, so I don't have to hold them out. Okay, so now I have this kind of lined up, and if I take let's just take this and just kind of see where, so that's where 0 is. And I'm going to move it over to the, it's a little close to the left. So if you don't sew perfectly straight, you might miss it. So I'm just going to move it just a little bit more towards the center.
You want it centered so that the needles would be left and right of your raw edge of your hem, because this will finish your hem.
Yeah, so this is 0 there. That looks, yeah, that's better. Okay, so now we want the double row of stitching on top of the shorts and the chain stitch underneath. So as I sew, let's turn these inside out.
As there's no free arm.
So you're going to sew like that. Okay. So
they were ironed because we ironed them before, so we should be okay just to use that edge without the pins.
Yeah. Okay. So the only thing is, what I do is I'll take this first to kind of decide where my where this should be, and I'll kind of tuck it underneath there like that. And now that says 1 inch. So let's put it at a little bit further away. And yeah, that looks good. I'm not going to do it at exactly 1 1/4. I'm going to put it right there. Okay?
Okay.
Now we're going to start here. And I usually start at the inseam, like that. Let's see, now this should be, let's make sure we have that in the right.
Is it all the way? Is this all the way to the side?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Like that. But this shouldn't be in the way, because let's take this off. Let's see if we... There we go. I don't think that's it.
So talk us through what you're looking at.
Okay, so what I didn't like was, here, I'm going to move this again. I'm going to put that there. That this is, okay, let's put this, and when I put this underneath, it kind of runs
It doesn't
in.
want to feed nice.
It doesn't want to feed.
Yeah,
It's the way it's going to go. The fabric gets.
Yeah, so we're going to put
this
that
piece
on.
Blocks it.
Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And then if I put this on, see this?
So it's a little tricky.
Yeah.
So if we start it right like here, get that under.
Mm-hmm.
But if we
I'm thinking that you cannot
that
use this.
on that big of a thing.
I don't think you can use this with this stitch, which I'm surprised at.
Yeah.
Because do you see how this is in the way?
Yeah.
Okay. But I thought for sure I did that before. But let's just try it for a second.
I wonder if we just draw a line and then see if we can just follow that.
See, this was, well, let's get the instructions out. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have a feeling maybe we need the other table.
That's for the fabric guide.
Because
But I know that when we sold I know this from the other store that I worked in, that when we sold them, I know that a lot of people bought these fabric guides because they could use it for serging and cover stitch.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Okay, so do you see how it's?
Yeah.
So you just want to
Okay.
use your regular table for this instead of the overlock table.
I don't have the other
Okay.
table.
It might be in that room because I'm going to go look in there for it.
Okay.
And then if not, we'll come back to
Because
this.
the other, do these fit on the other table?
Yes.
They do, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
I
would solve that.
And then let me just go take a look around in
Okay.
here. But I'm
Sure.
wondering why.
It's just
Yeah,
the
we really
overlock
like
table.
this table.
Yeah, we do. We really
Until
like
right
it.
at this
but
moment. Yeah, the
I just
the
thought.
table that comes with, the cover stitch table that comes with your machine does
Does
not
not have
this.
that ridge.
Yeah.
And so
Doesn't
I don't
have that,
suppose
so.
you could guide it along here and up and over.
That's what I was trying to
No,
figure
I was
out how we
hoping.
could do that. That's why I said if we drew a line, that then you could follow that line.
Because you
in
really
there.
want it to lay flat the whole way through.
Well, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I was
Let me
hoping I'd
something.
see it in the other room. Or you know what? It might be over here because that's where the serger was.
Let me see. There's probably. It's funny when you're looking for a friction pen, you can't find one. When you're looking for a regular pen, all you can find is the
Well,
friction
you know
pen.
what? We won't use it right now, and then we'll figure this out, and then we'll show you because I really love the fabric guide, and I'm
we'll
just
we'll do it
wondering.
without the fabric guide.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay. Because
You mentioned you don't have one, so you usually
I know, I
go
don't have
without
one,
it
so I just
anyway.
kind of guess.
But it
And I
really-
haven't done as deep as a hem on it either.
Okay, so we got that there.
Again, Joni has used the serger way more than I have.
So, yeah, so now this one, yeah, I'm thinking that we can't use that. Okay, but let's see where the shorts are.
Right here.
Okay,
There you go.
okay, so we're going to sew from the inside.
The right side, which is on the inside.
Yeah, right. On the right side, turn them inside out.
So do you want a line to follow or?
Well, what we can do, which normally I use the fabric guide, but you see how this is kind of bumping into that? So it's not that, I would say that's probably, 3/4 of an inch away from the edge, or maybe even 1/2 inch. So what we could do is sew it and use this line as our guide, and then you can go back and cut it,
And trim it.
trim it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start here. Okay.
It's just like anything else. You just have to practice with it.
Okay.
Delana says she has a brother machine and she doesn't have luck with the fabric guide.
Okay. So, no, the fabric guide works great. I'm
You
thinking
love
it's
it.
the table. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll show that again. Okay. So I'm coming around to where I started. So I'm going to snip these threads right there, and then I'm going. And this is helpful when I come around. I want to sew right on top of those previous stitches. So I'll line up these two little marks. They're like little engraved marks to show me where the needles are. And I'll try and line those up with that. And then I'm just going to overlap the stitches. So I'm coming like that. And see, I'm lining up those stitches with those there, and then I'm just going to sew up to the seam. Okay, so now you wonder, how do I end it? So what I do is, okay, so I'm going to kind of put my needles down in. I'm going to lift the presser foot. I'm going to give it some slack like that. And then let's open this up. Okay. And then I'm going to,
This is caught.
I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to kind of lift up my needles. Okay. And then I'm going to take my screwdriver and I'm going to bring those threads that I pulled on underneath the foot like this. Okay. Like that. So I have this one, and it looks like I only have one. So I'm going to make sure I have both of them. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to snip them right here where the little loop is. And then I'm going to take the shorts and pull away quickly, like that. And what it does, it pulls the top threads to the back.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then
That's
I
like
have
magic.
That's
yeah,
a really
it is.
cool trick.
Yeah. So then I can just
Like how you pull the
tie.
tablecloth out
Yeah.
from all the
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah, can you do that
silverware and
yeah. So then what I'll do is I'll take these threads. So there should be 3. There's the chain thread right there. Okay. And I just tie them.
We're going to trim that.
Yeah. So I'm going to take these threads and I just tie them in a knot. So I have 2 here and 1. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tie it 3 times. Yeah. Okay, like that. And then snip it. Okay, and there's our shorts. See, there's our, looks really nice. Okay, and then I would take these and just kind of cut close to that stitching. So applique scissors would be nice for this.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't accidentally snip into your shorts.
The shorts or the seam.
Mhm. Yeah. And I just cut that all the way around.
Okay.
This is what happens with impromptu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is that
Okay, but we recovered. But I'm gonna look at that again because I know I love to. I'm just thinking we can't use it with that table.
Okay.
But
Just have
so
to find
what?
the other table.
But
Is
this table you can use it when we go to when you're serging with the cover with the fabric guide.
Right. And this table gave you more options for other accessories to
right.
use,
Mhm.
which is nice.
Yeah. So, okay. Should we do the
Okay.
other leg or?
So if you want to do the other leg, and then
You can get
I can
started.
start on the. I was going to show you the lined pants. So that's the finish of those, and on the lined pants, which because it shows you in the instructions how to do them, I thought that I would show you because I also really like these little linen pants. So in the pattern, everything is the same with the construction until you get to lined pants only, which is step 10. So I happen to have a little pair. These are for my grandson who's 4 months old. So we now have both sets of pants. So they tell you they want you to take the hem with right sides together. It's really funny. There's such a little seam. Now, the one thing that it does not tell you is it just says to stitch across the bottom, which is this. But yes, you want to stitch across the bottom, but you want to stitch across the bottom at the hem edge, which is 1 1/4 inches. So you want to stitch across the bottom 1 1/4 inches. I'll get a couple pins. Okay. This is really funny because then we're gonna do the inside of it, which it looks really long in the pattern, but these are shorts for a 6-month-old. Right, again, we match up our seams so that you pin through one on the seam to get to the seam of the other one, so you know they'll be straight. And then we're going to sew this on the Solaris, but you can do it on whatever your machine is. And I did not serge these. I wanted the seams to be flatter, since it's linen, it's a little bit thinner.
So it's already 1 o'clock, and I'm sorry, we started a little bit late. But so where are you? You said you're on step.
So yeah, so all we have to do is you stitch the hems, and then when that's you flip it, and then you're going to stitch the inside. You pull this open, and then everything else is the same. Oops, missed a pin. So once you pin that, once you sew that, then you open it, and you're going to stitch it here.
So how about
then everything else is the same as we did on the waistband and everything.
Okay.
So yeah.
So do you want to pick up next week with the lining for these shorts? Or did you have a different plan?
We can do that. Actually, we could do that, and then so the plan I had for next week was to do the wave stitch.
The wave stitch? Can we do both?
We could probably do both.
I think
We'll just start on time.
Yes. We might need to start a little bit.
We really want
Okay.
this to be a
fit it
lunch
all in.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
That sounds good.
Yep. And then so we have the kit. We've shown you the kit, the pattern. I've matched thread, the Serger thread. If you do want to do the shorts, we have the red, the turquoise. There's a beige, a white, and a cream, depending, because sometimes you want to use the same thing.
So cute.
Oh yeah.
Can I scoot you guys this way a little bit
Yeah.
so you can see?
Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to snip this piece of fabric off. There we go. And there's our cover stitch. So if you want to get a good look at,
Oh, those are so cute.
they are very cute.
We're ready for the beach.
Yes.
We're going in September. So
It
that
looks perfect.
So the cover stitch, and some people think, oh, why do I need that? I used to think that too before I had one. And then I went,
Well, I always say
I like this.
if you're short, then you need the cover stitch because you
Right.
can hem your pants, all your knit pants and T-shirts. Sometimes they're so long. So I always say
Yeah.
if you're short, you need the cover stitch.
Okay, so that's those. We have the needles
Okay.
for.
Okay.
Do you want to do the thread?
Yep.
Okay.
So the
Nice.
thread, we use the turquoise on the shorts. The red works for the red shorts. And actually this bone color works, or if you want to do white, which is this one, white on all of them.
Yeah, you could do white on all of them. But
There's
it's always
white,
nice
and
to
then-
match your thread. But
Yeah, and then there's an off-white. Or the other thing you could do is do one color and just do your needle colors. Do your loopers in one color and do your needles.
yeah, you could get
and
like a nice light gray for your loopers and then match your needle threads.
We have the two different. What's the difference between the two whites? It's so hard to
So
tell.
this is
Eggshell.
810 is white and 820, 80-20. Yeah. 80-10 is white and 80-20 is eggshell. So just a little bit.
And the bubble is white, and now eggshell.
Okay. This is the
Madeira
eggshell.
Airlock Premium
Yeah, this is really nice
Serger
Serger thread.
2 cones.
Yeah. Okay.
And was there like a beige? What color is this?
The beige,
Pearl.
yes, is 8821.
Let's see that.
I thought that was a pretty good neutral too for that.
Mm-hmm.
They actually look a little like yellowy gold. I don't know, but that works on them.
These are all just great colors to have.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
good colors.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, they're your basic colors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go down our list.
Okay.
Okay, so
Let's see. You talked a little bit about that
The needle threader.
attachment.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
needle threader. So maybe if they threw away there.
Yeah,
so we
we found that a lot of people didn't know what
it
they are,
was.
and they may have accidentally thrown it away. But it did come with your machine. but if you accidentally lost it, then it's really nice to use for the needles.
And so should we skip to maybe this Serger needle? We have a lot of these in stock, both of them.
Okay.
The needle insertion guide. If you lost yours,
Oh, that, yeah.
the needle insertion tool.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's
That's that.
yeah. It has a little brush on it, so you can kind of
Clean
brush.
the machine.
Yeah. Keep your blades nice and lint free, and then also it has like a little indentation on that, and that will go up,
That holds your.
and it holds your needle. And what I usually do is you put the flat side towards the back, and I kind of push on it a little bit so that it doesn't twirl around a little bit, and then you put it in. Then you can pull
Good idea.
tighten up your screw and pull your needle insertion tool out.
Next, I have the overlock serger table.
The overlock serger table. This
Our
is
troublemaker.
Which we
Yeah,
did not
this
have
is-
a good demo
no,
for that today.
this is
I keep mine on my Serger.
yeah.
now.
So the one that came with your machine was perfectly flat, and but you can leave this on all the time, and then so you don't have to change it, and so you can use this when you're doing your regular serging or your rolled hem, and it has a place. The fabric will fall down in this slot, as it cuts the fabric off. So it is. Last year when they brought it out, I thought, wow, this is great. This is great. But we have to work on that fabric guide with this. I'm thinking we need the regular table.
We're going to have that ready for next week.
Yeah, but you can use the fabric guide on when you're doing your regular serging with this table.
I have the other pair of shorts for my little grandson, so I'll have those ready and we'll have that
Yeah,
table
okay.
so we can do it next week.
And then next, I have the extension table.
Oh, the
Oh,
acrylic,
yeah.
yeah.
That is really nice. We're gonna serge our quilted jacket together, so it's always nice to have that extension table to kind of hold your fabrics up so they don't fall off the edge of the table.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Yeah, it is very nice. And it also has a ruler on the front of it, goes from up to 16 inches. And then these little holes in here allows you to sew in a circle. So you had, it's like a circle attachment, and which you can use on both the sewing machine and the serger. And it comes with, it looks like a little thumbtack, and you put your fabric in one of these little holes, and you see, and then you'll serge. So you'll have your circle, and so you can serge in a circle.
And use your
So-
circular foot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else we got?
Okay.
Let's see. We'll just maybe skip to inspirational guide.
Inspirational guide, which has some good projects. Baby Lock, their educators do a good job with projects and ideas and how to get the most out of your.
Use the widen stitch. It moves the table over. Is that a good idea for
Use
how to use
the-
the overlock table?
it moves the table over. Use the widen. Use the widen. The
Widen
stitch.
stitch.
I'm not sure what that means.
Tell us what you mean, Jeannie.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
We need a little more
when
explanation.
do
Help
you
us
use
out.
that? You'll move the table over. Oh,
Okay, then the that's the foot that's on here.
The foot. Cover chain stitch foot.
Cover chain stitch foot.
yeah.
And it's narrower. here's the package.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit narrower than the foot that comes with
Yeah.
it.
So you can see a little bit better as
Yeah.
you're serging.
So this is not on it, so it would just be that.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have really nice indentations that were easy to follow when you're doing
The
them.
width
Mm-hmm.
lever that moves the knife, if you move that over far enough, would that help you get enough clearance from the table?
If you use the width lever, it moves the knife. Yes, yeah, the width. Yes, okay. Right here is the stitch width dial on the machine, and when you turn that, you can see
Let's
Then-
see.
see when I turn that, you can see the knife moves back and forth. So you can put it on your widest stitch, and then get a pretty good seam allowance. And then, of course, like for other techniques, like for the rolled edge, we want a really narrow seam allowance, so that will bring the knife closer to the needles. But if you want a nice wide seam allowance, then you change that to the like your 7 or 7.5 setting.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear foot.
Oh, the clear foot. That's the other. This is the other foot that I do own. I do own. I bought it when I bought my machine because I like feet that I can see through. I like to be able to see where I'm stitching. So I like that one.
Yeah, I like the clear foot too, especially when you have decorative threads in.
Mm-hmm.
So you were going to do this using the clear foot, but you saw that covered chain foot. And
Right.
you said,
And I thought,
"Let's go
oh, I
with
like that because it was kind of thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else do we have here?
Okay.
A foot kit.
We have the foot kit. We have the big foot kit. This is the
Okay.
29 feet foot kit or the Triumph, which is really nice. And
it will have everything.
everything you need. And also, what happens is the book, which is excellent, it tells you how to use it, the settings, what you can use it for. So, it has a lot of good information in it.
Comes with that book.
The book comes with it. Yep.
So it has all your feet.
I think there's several different. These are double fold binders, like every double fold binder.
And all different sizes. We have the belt loop maker.
The belt loop maker, the
and
bias binder,
and then here is the
fabric guide,
fabric guide.
which is really good.
Yeah, yeah. No, we love the fabric guide. So I'm just
You stopped us before we started the show today. You were like, you have to have the fabric.
fabric guide.
Really, that's why we were late. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a little
Yeah,
extra
yeah,
late.
you have to have the fabric guide. Yeah. So I'm just thinking it can't be done with that table.
With
It
the
has to-
table.
you have to go back to your
And I think because of
original
how
one.
wide it was, the hem was so wide that it didn't allow for that. We can actually have trimmed that too.
We just happened to have the overlock table on the machine already when we brought it over here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, is it
But
this-
that's, what happens, you that happens at home, right?
So, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Do you want to do the book real quick, and then I'll get to
Oh, yeah.
that?
The book
So
is
we did
great
this.
because
Oh,
it
the
has,
other book.
and what I like,
You want the other
what
book?
I'll tell you what I do
Talk
like
the
about this
inspirational
book.
guide, yeah.
It has it has really great pictures, so it's a lot better than the manual. So it has pictures, and it has good close-ups of it, and it will tell you what you can do with each stitch. And so what I like about it is that if you're like some of your feet, you can do multiple things with, like the elastic foot, we'll put in elastic. You can also run a wire through it and sew ribbon and make wired ribbon. So there's many things you can do with just one foot. It's just not one technique. So that's the inspirational guide is really good to have at home, and just to look at everything you can do.
Okay, next.
Now the book that you have.
This book that I have.
Yeah.
So, Reclaimed Quilts. This book shows you how to take quilts and cut them and make new garments.
Yeah.
There are pants, there are tops, there are dresses, there are jackets. It gives you some really good ideas for cutting, sort of like their own little layouts.
Yeah. So
to use 'em.
it's similar to what we're doing, like what we did yesterday. The only thing is we're doing the piecing. But if
Right.
you have old quilts at home, or you don't know what to do with, what I would do, some of you have quilts that your mothers or grandmothers made, and you don't quite know what to do with them. This would be excellent.
Wear them.
Yeah, wear them. Yeah, like you make a jacket out of it and wear it every day.
And actually, there was one that was sort of a lacy looking one that had a little dress that was cute in the tops. So I think it has a lot of good ideas.
And so many people are thrifting now, and they go to thrift stores and they'll find old quilts so if you're not a quilter and you would like to make clothing like that,
With the Lady Lancaster. So you can have expensive looking clothes.
right.
Or if you've got a lot of quilts, you can't bear to give them up. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Turn them into
Wear
clothes, you
'em.
can wear 'em
Turn them
everywhere
into
you go.
clothes. Yeah.
And what is that you have in your hand?
So this was the other.
Yeah, Gloria was really excited about this, and this would be a great top for the Serger, and it's called Take 4 Tunic by Mary Malari. So she's been around a long, long time, and what you do is you take 4 T-shirts and you turn them into one tunic. So I guess if you had, there again, you could see if you had 4 tubes, like this one on the cover is all different black prints. So this is like a dark
This
black.
looks like the main.
Yeah, and then there's a check, and then there's a dot, and then this one was.
Oh, the check is underneath, and then at the cuff.
Yeah, so you could just have fun with it, something like this, make it really creative, and take 4 T-shirts, and I don't know, on QVC they sell a lot. They sell two for 2 T-shirts, 2 sets, but buy a couple of sets and make another T-shirt out of it. It looks like fun. And so we'll probably do this too, and we'll do this on the Serger. So it's just said you need 4 T-shirts, lightweight fusible knit interfacing, thread to match the T-shirts, and paperback fusible web or stitch width. So yeah, your fusible web.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Mary Malari also was the tape for taking your batting and taping your batting together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Joanne says she remembers her doing applique. Yeah. Joanne was our customer at our very first store 41 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she came for classes, and
And Mary
she
came to class.
and we really we made a lot of nice things back then, but we didn't have at first we didn't have Sergers, or maybe we got them soon afterwards. But so she's one of our oldies but goodies customers.
That is really nice. Yeah.
Okay.
That long is pretty. That's
Yeah.
quite a thing. 41
Yeah.
years ago, you said.
Yeah, she came with her friend Sue Diamond, who was also our customer. She moved away, so doesn't come as much, but she's still our customer.
And how happy were you for your first customer? Do you remember?
Well, she
Like,
wasn't
is this
exactly our first customer, but
one of the first.
one you're one of the first. She's been with us that long.
Right.
From the beginning.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
She
So
says, "Love you
you
guys."
guys, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
So
think that's
Kimberbell is this afternoon, and I
Yeah.
think they have some
Kimberbell's doing prizes. They're
Okay.
also doing
Look how
pumpkins
cute
and
these are.
potions.
Okay,
Prepping for
Tulip
pumpkins and
pink.
potions.
okay.
And there's giveaways.
Oh,
and,
good. Okay.
I think Nick did some damage
Oh,
to his
Yeah, we're gonna try
Poor
and
Nick.
help him out. He ruined something that belonged to his girlfriend, and we're gonna try and help him.
We're saving him.
Saving him, yeah.
So there's tulip. These are tulip pink. So there's some good giveaways. That's what they give. And
Okay,
they
wow.
have, Kimberbell Day is coming up July 27th, which is I've not been yet, but I'm so excited because Keith comes and wears a funny hat and cooks hot dogs.
Yeah, he does.
So-
yeah. I hope it's a
We
little
have-
cooler.
We have that to look forward to.
So
Okay.
check
So
back in at 3.
Yeah,
I
3
think
o'clock.
Nick is
Okay.
going to join us, or they're going to make him sew or do something. So it should be pretty fun.
Okay.
And you can, anything that you buy now, you can add to that later, so you can get your $75 for free shipping.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
And we'll
Okay.
see you next week.
See you then.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.